Get on the center line here. My feet come off the brakes and just come on the rudder pedals. Right rudder in there with the power. Alright, so here's our call. So we got power is set, gauges are all in the green. Next thing we look for is this airspeed to come alive. It is alive. Now we look for about 55 on the gauge. We have it, and here we go. You can see how fast we get places, and we're not even, you know, this is not like it's a super fast airplane or anything like that, but yeah.
Traffic turning final for 18 is Warrior is 313 Quebec. Metro 21, Steven south.
So another cool thing I'll show you guys. So this is old school technology. It's called the VOR. So I'm going to tune something. You're going to hear something. You ready? Turn this down for a second. See that beeping? Can you hear it back there as well? Okay. That beeping is a Morse code identifier. The Morse code identifier that's actually giving us is MAD for Madison, right? So we're kind of heading in the direction. What we could do is we're heading about 210 right now. That's registered here on our heading indicator. If I tune this up, it's going to tell me in what direction to Madison we would have to go. So it's like a 2-1-2. So if you want, turn this a couple degrees until this white line lines up right in the middle of that orange line. The VOR is basically a radio that transmits a direction or a signal in every single direction, right? So it's basically a white cone that has a circle around it. So I want you guys to see if you can find something like that. If you can, just give us a left turn, just about 90 degrees. Right there on the bank is perfect. Yep. Yeah, see that white, it looks like a white cone in the middle? That's a VOR. So that's what you just tuned. That's what you just found.
100 feet northbound.
Great job. Hey, Marin, traffic cap flight 608, joining a left 45, runway 18, Marin, we have the traffic on the upwind in sight.
American traffic, Cessna 2745, Mike, 7 miles east inbound for runway 18 to Maryland.
Marin traffic, Warrior 3716, 3 miles. Viper back to the stand.
As you see, I'm just constantly trimming to keep the pressures off the yoke as much as possible. Meriden traffic, cap flight 608, joining left base 18, Meriden. And we're going to slow down to about 75 or so. And below 85, flaps come 2.
Main traffic, Warrior 36116 over the field 2100, gonna do right here, drop center 45 up, downwind on 18, we're looking for the traffic on 45 right now.
Hey, Main traffic, kept flight 608 turning final, runway 18 full stop. Alright, and flaps come full.
Meridian traffic, Cessna 2745 Mike. You'll land 2 miles left downwind runway 18 Meridian.
Sideways to help us bleed some of the altitude off.
Call the slip. The Warrior over the field now, say.
Negative 2745 Mike.
Right on our approach speed about 60 to 65. Right about here looks perfect. Come down over the runway, power comes out. Now we just hold that nose off to the end of the runway. Get a little picked up.
What's on, Mike? We got it. We got you inside. We'll be behind you guys.
Okay.
And the brakes come on. Come off on Charlie.
Meridian traffic, Cessna 2745 Mike, enter left downwind runway 18 Meridian.
Flight 608, you're number 2 behind the Warrior on a right base runway 20 for the traffic in sight.
Look for the traffic, Cap Flight 608. Tower Cap Flight 608 has traffic in sight.
Cap 608, you're number 2, runway 20, clear, touch and go.
Clear, touch and go, runway 2, number 2, Cap Flight 608, thanks. Alright, flaps can come up, and full power is applied.
Heaven Tower, this is Warrior 38316, midfield, right downwind runway 20, requesting touch and go.
Warrior 376, runway 20, clear, touch and go.
20, clear, touch and go, 38316.
Tower Cap Flight 608 on the go for runway 20, just requesting the right downwind departure over West Haven.
Cap 608, right downwind departure is approved.
Right downwind departure approved, Cap Flight 608, thanks.
Clear to land runway 2, 691 Delta Mike.
You know, put your feet on the rudders really quick as well.
Left to Charlie over to
Alright, give me a left push on the rudders, just the rudder itself. All right, now give me a right push. Give me a right push now. See how the rudders can also do a turn too. So if you completely let go of the yoke really quick, just completely let go of everything, right? Just the rudder, have your feet on the rudders, right? So you're nicely trimmed. Now watch this. Give yourself a little bit of a right push until you kind of start a right turn. No, nothing on this, just the push. Go ahead. Right there, stop right there with the push. You can let go of the push. See how once you set it, the plane stays where it is. We're not touching anything, but it's still turning to the right.
Yeah.
So go ahead and level the wings just with the rudder. Stop the turn. So go ahead and push a little bit left. Right about there, you're level. Let's stop the left push. Yeah, that works. Now you can fly an airplane all based off of trim and rudder. So like, let's say for instance, let's say we want to turn this west. So we're going to maintain 3,500, okay? So what we'll do is we'll turn to the right. We're going to add a little bit of back trim. And we're going to come on the left and a little bit of forward trim. Without moving, and we're right on our heading. So that's how sensitive it can be with that as well. So to explain to you what happens in a steep turn. So an airplane flies right now, everything is in equilibrium. There's four forces of flight. We have lift, which is picking us up. We have drag, which is slowing us down. We have weight, which is holding us down. And then we have thrust, which is pulling us forward, right? So when you enter any kind of turn, what happens is the lift transfers from just going straight up, which is keeping us in the air, till it has to go horizontal. So once we turn, we're actually making horizontal lift, right? So in a steep turn, what happens is once we start turning, there's two things that happen. One, we have to increase a lot of back pressure to make sure that we are compensating for that turn. And then also, because we're turning, our rate of turn is more, in our bank turn, we're actually creating more load factor. So that's when you feel the G's, you feel like a fighter pilot, right? So you're gonna feel a little bit like that, depending on how steep the bank goes when we come in here. Alright guys, so this is how we do our steep turn. So what we're going to do is we always clear the area. We'll get down to 3,500 just for our starting altitude. Makes it nice and easy. And we'll say west will be our heading too, but we always do two 90-degree turns, one to the left and one to the right. Alright, everything's clear. So you guys want to do one to the right first or to the left? Like turning to the right and then left, or do you want to do left and then right?
Let's do right and left.
Right and left. All right, so you ready, guys? So what we're going to do is we're about at a little bit fast. We'll come back to about 22. We have to get down to our maneuvering speed, which is about 100 in this plane. 105 or so. A little bit of back trim. All right, looking good there. So we're going to roll into our bank, add some rudder as we're coming back. As we get towards about 30 degrees of bank, which right about here, we add some power. Start the pullback. And go about 45 degrees, which right about here. And a couple degrees of trim. Feel that sensation like your body is just heavy?
Yeah.
That's the load factor. You can see we're still maintaining our altitude. And we're at our 45 degrees of bank, about 95 knots.
American traffic, Warrior 680.
We should get a little bit of a bump sometimes, and that will be our wake. So we're going to do one to the left. Make sure no one's there to the left.
The battery for downtown. And downtown 38 Bravo Lima is inbound. Going to be picking up Juliet Bravo. Robertson traffic, hog. The traffic. 2400 down the fog cloud.
If we get like a little bit of a squirrely bump, that would be our wake turbulence. Yeah, we didn't hit it. Cool.
This is the way you talk about the traffic.
power.
Center traffic, order 3616, turning out to the southeast, left Homer.
Center traffic, Chicago 5151, 8 miles to the northeast, inbound for landing, runway 18.
Alright. Cadet, traffic template 60 is clear, 18, taxi fuel.